What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9, coming to you live from The Battery, the home of the Atlanta Braves. What's up, gentlemen? Yeah, you looking at me funny because I forgot to get it in there, huh?
No, I think you did it on purpose.
He's right. It is the home of the Atlanta Braves now. It's not anything other
Listen,
than that.
the 2021 World Series champ.
Not
There
defending.
You go, yeah.
Thank you.
Not
Y'all
defending,
ain't defending
anymore.
no more.
But how many years do I have to go like that before I just scratch when they win again? Or
If we don't win it again, then you have to do it until we win it again.
so just 2021, but then don't even get 95 in there too?
No.
No, because
No,
so long
I
ago.
think it should just be the home of the Braves now because you're no longer defending champs. Yeah, you guys were the champs
they
in
are the
21,
champs.
but or we could say, we're close to the 2016 Chicago Cubs.
No, we're not.
Like
We're in Atlanta. They are the
2001
champs.
Yankee. I mean,
If we were in Chicago, then yeah, I would understand
that's
that.
true. You are right. My
But-
bad.
We're not, so we're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah,
the
we'll
way
just
we've
be the
been
home of the
doing it.
Braves. You did it right. I
Listen,
think
you
did
know what?
amazing.
Do what you want.
No. I'm
I'll
asking
get
you.
them in there.
I respect the Atlanta Braves, man.
My bad.
Yeah, he
We're
does
in
respect. He
Atlanta.
does respect them.
This is a sports show in Atlanta, in the Battery, the home of the 2021 champs.
I mean, we're literally beside them, so
Yeah.
I don't
Like literally next door, like right there.
yeah. So,
That's why we respect them.
absolutely.
We show nothing but respect to the Braves.
I mean, I do. I mean,
We do.
That was one of those sports franchises I didn't hate.
I've
growing
never,
up.
I've never
had a
heard
dislike
Yate
for 'em.
or Dennis hate on the Braves.
Never.
I don't
Well,
think
he
I
doesn't.
ever.
He don't have to because they play in the AL.
Yeah,
Well, that too, and plus I had a lot of friends grow up as Braves back home because they were always on TV.
That's right.
So when they were good in the '90s, when you're young, you catch on to them and hold on to them. There's a lot
Because
of
I
friends
like the
that
Braves.
represent.
The
We're
Braves
America's
fan.
team.
I just don't like them for 6 games a year. For 6 games a year, when they play my Cubs. That's the only time. But any other time, yeah, I like the Braves. We actually won Braves tickets on Friday night at Millie's bingo.
Did
At
you
her
really?
school, yeah.
What game?
Against the Orioles,
Okay,
Baltimore
Orioles are going to be good this year. They were decent last year.
They wrapped up the season decently, but
Yeah.
that's cool. So we won one of our. It was called Singo, and we
What
won
is it?
4 tickets.
When did they play?
Singo instead of bingo.
Mace, yeah, it was music.
in May?
Instead, yeah, it was like music, like different things on the board, and like when they play a song, they had the names of the songs on there, and you put an X on there, and Rachel won.
Nice.
Did they tell you the names?
No,
of the song?
no,
You had to
have
know
yes,
what. That's kind of cool.
And like with the Disney, Millie and Rachel knew everything. All the other stuff, they were coming to me for rock and because you guys know I love music, and every time, and it was like I told her like when she hit Singo because on her song,
Yeah.
everyone went up, but I knew the song like within 2 seconds of it like starting. I said, "Yeah, Singo, that's yours." Boom, and marked it for her, and then like 8 people came up behind her. Like basically, she got the first place
First
win
chance.
because yes.
Yes.
And
Cool.
4 tickets to the Braves. Dude, they were giving away some good stuff, but out of everything they were giving away, that was the best.
So
best
it's
package.
like trivia bingo almost.
It's exactly what it is, dude. It's trivia bingo. Like I had my phone out at first because of iPhones. We have the Shazam app where you could just if there's music playing around in the
Oh, and it'll
background
tell you
and
what
you don't
song
know,
it
it'll
is,
tell you
yeah.
what song it is. But they cut that out within like 3 seconds of us starting, and they're like, "I'm like, dude, like some of these kids aren't gonna know AC/DC Highway to Hell."
Yeah.
like I know, and that's where it was like, but it was so much fun. Like
No,
when I tell you it was fun,
That's
it was
awesome.
fun.
Dude, that sounds.
We had a
yeah.
blast. It was hard, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying? And then they did like 80s, like 80s, 90s, 2000 rap. I was killing that. Dude,
Nice.
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I'm picturing doing that with sports. You know what I mean?
Oh, that
Yeah,
would
that
be
would be
fun
cool.
too,
Yeah.
dude. Like were they like I don't. But how would you do it with the sports though? Like just ask a question and then have the different answers on the board.
Yeah.
Like sports
Yeah,
bingo. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
You would have to do it but it would have to be dedicated
Who
to
won
a
the-
certain time period. Because if you was like, this player, played for.
Well, no,
the
you could just be
Yankees
like,
in the
who won the
50s.
World Series in 2021, and then on the board you'd have like different answers, you
Oh
know.
yeah, sure.
But you could only ask one answer where the Atlanta Braves were the answer because if you have the Atlanta Braves on there more than once, you'd be
Then,
screwed.
yeah.
You know,
That'd be
So,
pretty cool.
It was a lot of fun. It really was.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Singo.
Other than that, how is everybody, man?
straight. I'm good.
Good, dude.
Listen, so after our first show like this, legit, like I had some feedback from people. we got to watch because we got into fantasy football like we were chilling on the couch for like 27 minutes the last show.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to get like chill and
Yeah.
and on
So,
one just like one.
I don't
thing.
care, but as same boy, if we're trying to hit some points, let's just keep that in mind.
Because that's what it is. It's like we're just chilling at
We
home,
were chilling, just sitting
just
on the
laid
couch,
back.
which was okay. I'm good with it, but
Like segments end
Fine.
up being like, oh dang, we didn't even get
That's
to,
coming from
we didn't
home.
even get to shout outs yet. Our show
Yeah.
was on Singo.
I come in and the wife tells me what's going on.
Oh,
so.
what everybody said.
Well, no, yeah, she'll watch it and give us some feedback. So she was like, yeah, y'all.
I mean, we weren't chilling.
y'all were like
man.
chilling, talking like I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, mom was here.
Yeah, we were chilling. It was
four.
good.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We was just
Good
rolling.
Whatever
Yeah, we
guys
got people.
wanna-
A lot of
Look at
people
that, you
watch.
gotta work. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
we got a lot of people watching this morning
Hey,
too.
we can
Clint
get the comments
Giles.
up there,
and- oh
yeah.
yeah, Clint
Look at me,
Giles,
look at me.
Michael
Comments pop
Lester.
up there.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh,
if I
yeah.
miss them up there, I got the
That's
phone for the
dope.
backup. No, it is real cool.
So, other than that, how is everybody, man? We haven't been here in a while. Last time we were here was the day before the national championship game for college football. Jesse was out; his daughter was getting baptized. So the last
Yes.
time you were here was, damn, before Christmas,
The last time I was here was when we had our special guest on.
which was before
Isaiah
Christmas,
Alston,
wasn't it?
yeah.
yeah. something
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
of '98.
No, it was actually 99, bud.
Oh,
No, 98.
It's been a while.
It's been a
98
while.
was a good
Should
year.
have been 98.
98 was a good year.
Should have been.
97 was great.
A lot of backs blown out that year.
Dude,
Yeah. Look at Mike.
dude, you married with kids.
Y'all
man.
act like y'all weren't blowing backs out in 98.
No,
dude.
I wasn't. I was getting soups and tunas in 98.
That's
No
right.
one was
dude. He
blowing
was
any
starting
backs
fights.
out.
That's right. He was
Kind of
starting
would have got
fights.
weird if I say that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Forgot.
Bend him over the trash can for a second.
Here we go.
Count 'em out.
Look.
Hey, look, we got to stop. Let's get into it. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get some shout outs here, all right? Are you or someone you know in trouble with the law, or do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or even a speeding ticket? Or do you need a will? If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at Tracy at tt-attorney.com. Call her if you got a PI case. Congratulations to my wife the other day. She settled a case from one of her clients for $75,000. Go to social media, man. She took a picture of that. She got that big old check.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went and bought that for like her clients
That
or
was
whatever.
so cool
Yeah.
seeing that on there, too.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
the first time I got to go to her new office because she's in the same building, she moved down the hallway to a bigger office because she hired another employee. You know, things are happening pretty
Started
fast.
upgraded again?
Yeah.
Dang.
So when I went there to hang the whiteboard in her conference room, and I got to say this out there because it's funny. I don't know if she's still sleeping with the baby. So I go in, I'm like, damn, this
No, she's
office is
watching.
big. It's nice. You know, so I open up her conference room and it's huge. And I look in there and there's this little small round table in there with 4 chairs. Dude, I started cracking up. She goes, "What are you laughing at?" I was, "Look how small your conference table is for a room this size."
Right?
But now she's getting started, man. So hopefully, with all that money she just made for the business, she get a new conference table.
That's how it's supposed
Yeah.
to happen, you know. Which
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy for her, you know, from when she started, you
Yeah.
know, the whole process, the emotional journey, you know, to actually accomplishing her
Yeah.
goals, and
She's
now seeing her be successful in it, dude. It's
She's
just,
just
great.
killing it at life. Dude, you guys are all, you're just like, both of you killing it.
Listen,
at
this
life.
isn't
That's good
about me
stuff.
right now, man.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying in general, life is good.
Yeah, life is good for all three of
Yeah,
us, man.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
good
love
for
that.
both
I
of y'all.
love
Listen, you should have never said this. Hey, what did
Once
I
you
tell
get
you
a dog,
last,
it'll be good for you.
What did I tell you last show? Right, the way the setup is, and you let him sit next to me.
Oh yeah.
Easy way
Oh
to
yeah, no,
slide
he said
you.
he's gonna slide me. He acts like I don't watch the show like three
Hey,
times every.
Listen to me.
Every
Well,
time we
he's
do
on the
a
wrong
show.
side though, because it's like
yeah,
the right side.
Yeah, he's not. He's a
I
lefty,
just
dude.
do
He's
like-
gonna have to reach around, and then that's why I'll have to slide.
The thing about it is
Yeah, that's what he
McFadden
said.
loves when you
He
just
said,
get up
"Yeah,
and start
Rollins is
moving
here. I'd slide him
during
right now."
You know,
Look.
I got up.
Tracy,
Yeah, I already
I'm
told
here.
him. I told him.
Love you, babe. I didn't know if you were up yet. I see your comments here.
Yeah,
That's
she's
set up
there.
pretty good now.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got someone else to get in there today, man. We got a special
Yes,
shout out to
very
our own
special.
Daniel Yater, aka Yate the Great. Got him 8 years of sobriety. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, you hear that? That's good
yeah.
stuff, man.
I had the honor of giving you a chip on Monday night at the men's meeting. Dude, it's the first time I've been back there in like 27 years. I'm kidding. What, did they call me the newcomer the whole
Yeah.
time? Because I haven't been back there in a while because of school, you know, work and all that stuff. So I love you, man.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
8
brother.
years. Look at us, man. 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Me and you were in extension together. We met him. He was bringing speaker meeting people into the extension. Remember that?
Y'all are
Now
just
we're
living
rebuilding
life.
a new one.
Y'all are
Yeah.
just living life, man.
Yeah.
Doing
Listen,
good shit.
now we're rebuilding a new building right now.
That thing is coming
Not
up
us,
too,
but-
man. That thing's coming up.
Yeah.
We start pulling cable Thursday.
That thing's coming up.
I think the drop dead date on that by the schedule's like
It's supposed to be December.
June?
Oh, I thought you said it was supposed to be December.
No, this summer.
Okay.
This summer.
Good
so
deal.
he's supposed to go what? Ceiling inspection by February 13th. So it's going to be moving unless things get backed up. And I
Dude,
talked
if he's
to him
gonna do
the
a
other day.
ceiling inspection already, dude, that thing's flying together.
Well, not ceiling cover, just ceiling inspection to start the process or wherever else they got to go. Not ceiling cover yet. So.
Where the hell is this conversation going
Because
right
of the
now,
extension,
dude?
this is where
You
it
know,
all
we bring it in, dude. You
Hey.
wrap it
Oh,
in,
we
dude.
chilling.
We're just chilling
Look,
at the house
this is
right now.
exactly what happened
Chilling at
last
the
week.
house
You
right now,
just
dude.
said you don't want to steer
Listen,
in that
I'll
direction.
just go ahead and
now
get-
we're
listen.
over here talking about fire marshals
Listen,
and
Yate.
ceiling inspections.
Listen,
Listen,
happy
Yate the
birthday,
Great.
Daniel Yater.
Yate the Great on his 8, Chase for 9. You know,
The
we're
grind
proud
for
of you.
9.
His is the grind for 9. Mine's the
listen,
chase for 9.
Listen, we're proud of you, dude. You're
Thank you.
killing it at life, man. Now just get you a dog so you can have the perfect little story, happy ending. Life,
Listen, so if
okay?
you go when you're going for 10, what rhymes with that?
hen for 10, man.
We got to figure that one out, right?
Going to the pen and 10.
Yeah, going to the pin and 10.
I don't
There
do
you
10
go.
in the
I got to
pen.
get my wife in there too. Millie, wife, Jack, Ansley. Love you guys.
What about you, Ye? Give yours, man.
Me and McFadden.
All right.
My bad.
Oh,
dude.
Mick-
That was just
And your
a bump.
8-year sobriety chip.
McFizzle?
You ain't going to give yourself one shout out,
Yeah,
man?
you got to get yourself in there, buddy. on
Don't
your
ever
grind.
interrupt the applause for me and McFadden, guys.
Oh, my bad. We can't hear
Y'all
it now,
totally
man. We don't get
interrupted
to hear it
that,
anymore.
man.
I'm sorry. We do apologize.
Thank you guys for real.
Listen, this whole format, we're going to get used to and get it down pat.
Oh, yeah,
man.
we're going to kill it.
We're going to kill the
We're
game.
killing it.
Yeah. No,
This is-
for real.
this'll
I
be in the
appreciate you
blooper
getting
reels.
us. I appreciate you getting me in there though. For
Of
real.
course.
But enough about me.
But it is
Let's
It's
talk
about,
about
more about
us.
you.
it's about us
Yeah.
as a team.
23.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
we.
yeah. Congratulations! Welcome to 2023, the Penalty Box
Yes,
Radio. Because you were
yes.
out the first show of the
Yes.
We.
year. Should have baptized your jaw for being out. But
Yeah, I
we
was,
understand what's going
I
on.
was here, you know. I was here. I was part of it. I
I know
was
you
just,
were
you know, I
spiritually.
just, like, you know, I was here. I was connected. I just, you know, I had prior engagements, you know.
Of course you did. Your
Look.
daughter wanted something done, and that was great that she did that, and she made that choice, man. Proud of her.
Yeah, Clint Giles said 10 for the win.
10 for
My
the win.
God, dude. Listen, I'm just going to give you some advice, man. Stay on guard. Stay
That's
on
fine.
guard.
Whenever
man.
he's right. Look, I watched the
I'm
show.
cool.
He said he was going to slide me about 7 different times in that show.
I only said it once.
No, you said you were going to slide me. You said you're
I
going
did a couple times
you,
because you weren't here. But it's understandable. You have prior engagements.
Look, next
And
show.
then he said, yeah, I'm going to baptize your jaw, and he never responded, and blah blah blah.
Hey, look, next show I'm gonna request Mike to have me a microphone set up over there
On the couch?
and I'm gonna lay down, dude.
Yes.
Down, dude.
Yes, dude, just post up, chill.
Hey, we could change the segment of the show for like half it to be your therapy session while you're laying over there. We
Yes.
could get it in.
I'm gonna be. Y'all gonna see me like, yeah.
Just totally just chilling. Dude, we got a lot of people just like starting to.
Well, that's good
start
because it's
watching the
raining
show,
outside.
man. We
People ain't
love it.
going out and doing things or watching us.
Or no, we're just starting to grow.
Listen,
as a-
are you
as
ready
a-
to get into this,
as a-
man?
Look,
as
dude,
a-
Before I
I'm telling you
grow
this
on
right
you?
now,
We're growing as a show, man.
I gotta
We love
lean
it.
back to the left, man, because I'm gonna have a hell of a neck cramp trying to look at you, man. So
Well, no, like I'm
gone.
like back here like this, like talking. I feel like I need to like lift up like Dennis.
No,
Or-
you're good.
You can hear me
sitting
good.
on the show,
Okay,
yeah.
my
You're
bad.
good.
My bad.
All right, you ready to get into
Yeah, let's
this?
get into
Yes,
it.
sir.
NCAA football. Congratulations to the University of Georgia on winning back-to-back national championships. Georgia is your 2022 and 2023 college football national champs. Number 1 Georgia destroyed, and number 3 TCU 65-7. That was the last time we were here. The day before that. What are your thoughts on that game?
Freaking blowout, dude! I'll
That was
just
a
say it.
blowout.
I'll say what everyone else said. You know, that was the last chance for a team like that to ever be in the top 4. The committee will never put them in there as long as they continue to do this with college football. TCU. Just like, remember the debate they had, what was it, a couple years ago when they let TCU in? Or was it
Cincinnati.
was it Cincinnati? Or
It was last year.
Or it was Florida too, wasn't it?
No, it
Didn't
was Cincinnati.
like Florida, one of them FCS or whatever, get
There's
in there?
only Cincinnati that ever made it.
No, you're thinking about when
They wanted to get in there and they never let them. But yeah, it was Cincinnati. You're right.
was like
But
2
then
years
they
ago.
got blown out too, and then like okay, and then they let TCU in again, and Alabama's sitting there at 5th, like, see, y'all should have put us in. You know, they wanted Nick Saban in that thing so bad that they had him commentating that damn thing.
Oh, I know. He was there.
That was hilarious. Everyone wanted Alabama there so bad. They
This
had his
guy-
ass up on stage. talking.
I think TCU deserved to get in because they were in the Big 12. Cincinnati
Of
was
course.
in what? They were not a Power 5 conference. That's when they let the non-Power 5 in.
Correct.
You know, I mean, they played their way in and they beat Michigan. You know, they let Michigan go. They would have got blown
Yeah,
out, right?
TCU though, like it was sad. It was
Georgia's
a sad
nasty.
day.
They
It was
were
a
nasty.
sad day for now. That is the Super Bowl of college football, and that's how it ends.
Well,
They need to do better as a committee. The garbage can needs to do better.
It's going to be better. There's going to be 12 teams. This is the last year we have to deal with this, and then you're going to have to play your way in to the national championship. You're not going to be handpicked by a committee with only 4 teams, and then you play to get in. Like you're going to be
Exactly.
handpicked
Exactly.
12, which is, you know, you're still going to grind. Injuries are going to come in play. You know, people are going to be hot. You're going to have those games that go Ohio State's way most of the times, or they won't. Like, you're not going to get away with everything.
Yeah.
You're
when
not.
you're coming down to it.
You're right.
Through the month of December. And all these kids that want to get ready for the draft, that'll come
Yeah,
into
that are
play.
gonna. Yeah, they're.
They'll get ready for the draft,
they're gonna
homie.
sit.
These other players got this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. We don't have to deal with this situation anymore because I believe, like, now the NFL happens sometimes. It's changed since the 90s, since free agency really took off. There ain't too many blowouts in the Super Bowl. I think the last one was the Broncos in Seattle in New Jersey. Remember Peyton Manning got blown out Seattle's first Super Bowl? I think that was the
Yes.
last blowout. I want to say, like, really bad.
Denver scored like.
Well, you never really
10
see
points
You
or
never
something
really
like that,
see.
yeah.
Now you see like good games where it's shootouts like that. What was that? The Detroit Lions and was it the Lions and the Vikings? That score rung up. Like you'll see like big score. Like if it's a
Regular
shootout
season.
between regular season, but like an actual like playoffs and well, I don't know. I guess I can't say that because last week San Francisco blew out.
Shit, last
Seattle.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the postseason. I mean, the Super Bowl. It's playing to get there.
Yes.
The two.
It's
right
supposed to be
teams
the
are
best
there.
of the
Yeah.
best,
Of course.
and that's supposed to be just defense, battling defense with a low score, and that's not what this game or like the Natty was at all. That was.
It's gone.
I
It's
guarantee the
over.
ratings after halftime dropped off on that for any national championship game ever.
I think they were the
because I
worst.
stopped watching it after the second quarter, midway through the
There's
second
no
quarter.
reason to watch it.
There
past
wasn't.
That, man.
I think if you look at the ratings, it was the worst of all time
Ever
so
in
far.
history.
Yeah,
like that.
That's
game.
it. So the only time anybody enjoys a game like that is when it's your team.
Exactly.
The only people that enjoyed watching
Because they ain't got to worry about nothing.
Because then they
Yeah.
sit back and relax.
I
Hey,
mean,
give it to hats off to Georgia, man. They did what
absolutely.
they had to do.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, they
Destroyed
get their
TCU.
they get their due.
Yeah.
At the end
Back
of
to
the day.
back. The last time to do that was 2011, 2012.
That doesn't
Alabama.
happen against. I promise you though, that doesn't happen against Ohio State. That doesn't happen against.
didn't
Alabama.
happen against Ohio
You get what I'm
State.
saying? That doesn't happen.
No, yeah, it didn't. You know, which is why everybody said that our game was the national championship.
was,
game.
and it really
that
was.
completely embarrassing for TCU.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on everything?
How it all panned out.
I mean, Georgia did what Georgia was supposed to do. You know what we talk about all year long, which is show up in big games and blow team like this. That's what I, you know, for me anyway, personally, when I give an opinion on them, especially here, is you know, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You know, whenever
supposed to blow
I
teams
critique
out like
them
that.
when they, you know, played a tight game against Missouri, you're not supposed to do that. What they did to TCU was what they are supposed to do to teams like TCU.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like everybody pumped their nuts up, TCU's nuts up. Like they're, you know, I'm sorry, you know, congrats on what y'all did, but come on, dude. Like on paper, Georgia's supposed to take you to the woodshed, and that's exactly what they did. You know, little
They came in ready to play.
Steady Tud Buddy Bennett, dude. He did exactly what
Tug Buddy.
Yeah, he did exactly what, you know, he was supposed to do. When a play breaks down, that son of a gun just took off, you know, called audibles on the road. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and was what accounted for 6
He
touchdowns.
he extended a ton of plays in that game.
Well, they literally score 38-7 at half. Like, come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you serious? This is the national
of.
championship game. I was congratulating their fans with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter, dude. Congrats on the season, hell of a win. See you next year. You know, now becomes for me moving forward. That's the question. Is all right. You have established yourself as back-to-back winners for the SEC. Congrats. What are you going to do next year? You know, everybody's saying, well, Georgia's the new dynasty, this and that. that's you know, yet to be seen. You know, you got Brock Vandagriff coming in, going to probably lead your team. You got players already entering the transfer portal. You know, one of the guys.
I think it's a little too soon to jump the gun on the new dynasty. That's
sure.
That's-
It absolutely.
I mean,
is.
ain't they already because they're the first to do it in almost 10 years?
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they are. Yeah, I didn't
Like,
think
what
about
is
that.
Alabama? They're a
Yeah,
dynasty.
Alabama hasn't done a back to back in
2011, 2012 was the
2011,
last
12,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
10 years later, here's Georgia.
With all the money coming in, you know, for these players, it's going to be tough.
It is.
It's going to be tough to go back to back because, I mean, look at Colorado right now. I mean, I know I'm going
I know,
off
dude.
topic.
Dak.
Oh, Deion's
You
out
know what I
there.
mean?
Stacked.
I'm going off topic right now, but I mean he's making moves out there, and it won't be long before I think they're going to be a contender, dude, for real.
But, tell me if I'm wrong or not,
He's-
but I don't think there's been one team, or there's only been one team that's three-peated. And that's when there was people chose the national champion. I can't remember they were doing a stat on it. I think maybe there's one.
If you
that
take
did
out the
three-peats.
very beginning
Like-
of
No, I'm
football,
talking-
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at it like that, Notre Dame had a zillion of them, and then there
Not
was,
three-peats.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
it's
saying
three-peat.
I'm not saying they had a zillion three-peats. I'm talking about they had a
Yale.
zillion titles, and
No,
Yale,
what I'm saying
Yale
is-
had a billion
No.
too.
I'm saying a three-peat.
yeah.
Was there one or wasn't
Well,
there
I mean,
one?
Yale.
I think they did that
back,
Yale
stat.
did.
back in the
Yeah.
day. You know, like
I mean, Princeton has 27.
Princeton
That's what
has a
I'm
bunch of
saying,
them, too.
back in the day,
That's
but-
no, that's what I was talking about.
But I'm talking about three-peat.
I mean, we're talking about before New Mexico was a state at
Yeah.
this
Yes,
point. You
at
know,
that point.
I don't
so
know.
I don't know. Not as far as major D1 programs.
I don't think there
That's
has been a
not
three-peat,
part of the
yeah.
Ivy League. No.
So statistics tell us Georgia won't win it again next year.
I wanted to go circle back to Colorado, like Deion, like you're saying. He didn't get into coaching college football for no reason. That man is going to walk away with some rings.
We'll see.
And that's what he's trying to do. He's
I don't
trying
think
to
he
build.
does. He's at the wrong college.
Oh goodness, I think he's going to build something somewhere.
He already is, man.
And
He is, but does he
it's
do it
yet
at
to be seen,
Colorado?
though. It's
Listen.
yet to be seen.
It is yet to be seen. So Travis Hunter has
player
already
in college football.
committed and
Yes.
followed him to Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Number one DB in the country. Also plays wide receiver, right?
He's the first two-time like Deion. He's
Yeah,
for a while.
he's amazing.
And the number one DB of this year's class is going just
Oh,
just
goodness.
announced. You know, he's not going to Miami anymore.
He's
You know,
going to
no.
Colorado.
Yeah, Carmani McLean has already announced.
See,
It
they
took-
love playing for him, man.
It took
It's your fast track to the NFL.
it took
It
their
is.
their
It really
recruiting
is.
class from like the mid 40s to the mid 20s. Just that one move.
I didn't think about it. I didn't
it's your
think about
fast track to the
because
NFL.
these kids that are really good, that's what they're focused on. At the end of the day, yeah, these NILs are great for like $1 million.
Plus, they're gonna get
but
paid, too,
In
in
the
the
in the
NIL.
big scheme of things, they're thinking about them big NFL contracts.
You see about that dude in Florida that basically they cut him or whatever because the $13 million NIL deal didn't go through? That quarterback from Florida, where was he going? Was he from Florida and he was going to, damn, I can't remember what school. You didn't hear about that? That they cut him because the $13 million NIL deal
No.
didn't go through for that. 2023.
He had a
number
$13
one, number one
million
dual quarterback to come out this year. Where the hell was he committed? Look it up on your phone.
That's crazy.
Nah,
Y'all
I
talk
don't-
about something while I look this up.
13 million. You looking it up?
all I know is these kids are following. So when Dion went out there, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, he
It
took
did.
Travis Hunter. These kids, you know, they look up, they see prime time. They're like, okay, what did he do? He brings flashiness. Okay,
yeah, he does.
money also follows that.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to get deals from just Dion being there because that's going to bring. I don't know.
Oh, it's
you know,
gonna. Well, no, the residual of Dion being there, like you said, like you see Dion, like you can watch Sports Center, ESPN, any one of these, and you'll see a commercial with Dion just being flashy, glitz, and
Sure.
and his runoff from that, he'd be like, well, hey, how about you get my boy in here on a commercial for Aflac with me. You know, let's get him in, and boom, there's that money. You know what I'm saying? Just those little deal, like you said, and that's what those young kids like too, is that flashiness, the nice cars, they of course they love the sport and they love playing football, but the reason that they're following him is because of exactly what you said.
Yeah, it's to
Exactly.
make that money, you know,
Yes.
and you have a bigger opportunity. The more exposure, the more. I mean, think about it, man. Just at Jackson State, Like you,
I'll find it. I
He
can't.
put that school on the map. Did no one ever even heard of that school before he went there?
Ultimately, who cares about Jackson State? You know, but because Dion was there, people
Oh,
started.
it was
College game day
everyone
showed
was
up to
well, they
Jackson
showed
State.
up.
yeah.
They started. It actually started getting publicity. There was all kinds of stuff going on there.
Sure.
Like things you'd never even heard of. Jackson State. Jackson State. What's that?
Yeah.
I think the way he goes about coaching's fire because he'll even tell you the truth. I'll never go to the NFL because I ain't trying to coach grown ass rich men. Like he's trying to
So-
teach these kids something. Like he's strict about it. Like you're gonna dress.
He's the
a certain
truth about it,
way.
yeah.
You ain't coming to my
So-
meetings with hats on. Like you're gonna get ready to go to the NFL and be responsible with this money. They're
When
about
you're
to give
there.
So here's something else that
Because you know he didn't blow any of his money. That man was he's been very successful at life.
So here's something else
know?
that I'm watching right now is that just yesterday morning, Ed Reed came out and put a statement on his page. So he was supposed to be the head coach for Bethune-Cookman.
Okay.
And had an agreement in place with them for them to fund, upgrades for the team's facility to establish, a certain way of life for these athletes
Yeah.
moving forward so they could progress in their futures. Right. So they reneged on their part of the deal. So he was like, all right, I'm out. So I know, Florida State, the U, which is Dion and Ed Reed's alma maters. I'm wondering if they're going to join forces and Dion's going to bring Ed Reed out there to be just part of his coaching staff. Now it won't be, the head coach.
So they
but
split off,
yeah.
or they venture into. Do you think?
Like they join,
Yeah.
and then you start having this who's who of NFL alums, being the coaches.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
That would be very fire.
What? So Dion goes to Florida State and Ed Reed goes to the U.
No, Dion stays at Colorado, but he
okay.
hires Ed Reed,
Reed.
Got you.
to come in and be
critique
Like a
like something
Or
like defensive or who,
Yeah,
whatever some kind of
secondary-
coach.
I mean, not even just secondary.
Secondary
but
coach
defensive
or-
coordinator.
yeah,
You're
defensive
talking about two of the best to ever do
Yeah.
it.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
That wouldn't have
Defense
been
will be
fire.
Fire.
Because then you got the two best DBs in the country.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what if he brought the number one safety into? Can you? All right, so we're about to see Miami of the early 2000s. All that would
Just
That
be
defense is
insane,
nasty.
insane.
Yeah.
that would be boss.
And it's kind of crazy because not all of them could do it. Because you would think in theory that Peyton Manning would be a head coach or an offensive coordinator somewhere.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
NFL because he was
Yeah.
the greatest at calling his own plays. Like you called something in
was.
the auditable way. He didn't need an offensive coordinator. Like
Sure.
he was the guy, but he was
He
like,
saw
I
it.
just won't.
He
do
read
it.
it.
He just won't do it.
I thought. See, there were talks a couple years ago him going and coaching, but
He won't do it. He said
He
he's
won't.
too much of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He can't coach him because
flipped the hell out.
yeah, not being able to handle, them not listening to him, right? Like sometimes you're so like he was
Maybe
the
he'll venture
professor,
into
man.
college. Maybe he'll venture into
Now
college.
he said he won't coach. That's why he does TV,
Dude.
man. He's making so much money doing TV.
yeah.
You saw how he used
Brett
to
Rigdon-
Rigdon did say Minnesota had a three-peat in the 30s.
There you go.
Okay, maybe that was the one that they showed. There was one that they showed on TV after the national championship game. I was watching Sports Center, Brett, and they were talking about, can Georgia three-peat? Who was the last one to do it? And there was only one. To
Minnesota.
me, it doesn't count because that's back in the day when we were all sitting around saying USC and Michigan are the national champs this year because they had a 11-1 record, but they didn't play each other, but they looked good on paper.
Yeah.
And they looked good on TV. So that was one of those things that I've never respected that system. So
That was back when Paul Bunyan coached
Yes,
Minnesota.
Bunyan
I
did coach
think.
Minnesota.
for the Axe, who did they play for the Axe or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eric Wilson
Wisconsin, I
said
think.
14 out of the last 17 championships have been an SEC team.
No,
if you want to talk
really?
about conference dominance.
Listen, here we go again. Am I sitting around this weekend rooting for the NFC East?
Nope.
Because we got three
Nope.
teams in the postseason this year in the NFL. Go NFL East, right?
So
Like, this is what I don't get. Like, this is the only place I ever moved on this planet where down here in the South, you root for your enemy. If you're out, you still root for your conference. Let me ask you something, Daniel Yater, because you are a college basketball fan.
Yeah.
You like a team in the SEC.
Yeah.
Do you root for any other team in college basketball after Kentucky gets smoked?
no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Why does this happen in football?
I don't know because this is. I mean, it's a to their defense, it's a way of life down here because
It is.
ultimately, with the SEC fans, like historically, players really have not gone on in the NFL to do great things. Now, you've had some here and there.
Yeah, like when's the last quarterback that won a Super Bowl that was from the SEC?
Hey, there isn't one.
There is. Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. Is that the last one, though? Think about that, but go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So, like,
As of
this
late, no.
is,
Yeah.
this is the glory days for the SEC. And sure, when you dominate a conference for 20 years, going on 25 years now, I'm not going to take it away from them because they have been dominant
They have.
Of course.
for
They have.
25 years.
Yeah, nobody's doubting
You
that.
know, I'm trying to get past that point for myself. I'll give credit where it's due. Congrats on, out of 25 years, your conference dominating college football landscape.
Nobody wants to play in
out
the
of the
cold.
100, that it's been relevant.
Yeah, nobody wants to play with in the cold.
No.
If I have a choice and I'm back home in New Jersey, a college to go to, I probably would have went up there, because back home, we would sit around and say, who the fuck is Alabama? I'm just being
Yeah.
honest with you. You could ask
Yeah.
anybody back home about that. They ain't room for no college football. We're all about pros up there.
And here's another thing you can't take, especially with Uncle Eric, because he's an Alabama fan, is Alabama's actually producing some studs in the NFL.
Of course they have.
Oh no, Alabama does produce stuff.
And they're about to have a quarterback that may win a Super Bowl this year finally.
Jalen?
Since Joe Namath. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and a wide receiver out there, they're killing it right now. My whole thing is I never understood that, but it's not for me to understand. I'm not from down here. I am gifted to live down here now.
Oh
I'm
wait, Brett
honored
Rigdon
to
did
live
say
here.
Matt Stafford. Yes, he did.
Last
just win-
year.
Oh,
he
yeah,
did
last
just
year.
win
You're
a
right. I'm
Super
sorry,
Bowl.
Brett. He
My
did win a
bad,
Super Bowl.
Brett Rigdon.
My
Yes,
dude,
he
had to get
did. I
traded
totally
four-
forgot about
He had
Stafford.
to get traded four
He had to
times.
get traded. Yeah.
Shout out to Brett Rigg for being on
Yeah.
top of
Always.
his
He's on
game
top of
right
it
now,
today.
dude.
No, I forgot about that, Matt Stafford.
I
That's
did
how
too.
much.
We all did.
It's been in the NFL so long it doesn't count. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
plays for
Where's
the
Matt
Rams.
Stafford now, Brett? Let's talk about that. He's about to be sitting beside Tua on the sideline
Yes.
calling games.
Yes, he
with
is.
his little noodle brain from getting shellacked
Yeah,
this year.
shellacked.
My bad.
Not that they have dominated, but here we go. Like half of that domination was a computer doing it for you. The other half was idiots sitting in the room deciding who plays for this trophy.
So I brought that up over the past couple weeks in private forums.
Yeah.
Because I don't. It can't.
you can't go on social media with it.
No, because you're in the South. And
Certain people can't.
So during the middle of November, when the Big Ten is playing another conference game, the SEC is typically playing people like Furman.
Yeah, of
Yep.
And
If you watch the
so
schedule, yeah.
when we do that, that guarantees our half of our conference another loss out of that week. When the SEC, it guarantees another win. And I was explaining that to Travis actually. I was like, it's a business model. You're ensuring that your conference basically is getting another W.
That's why they cupcake them. They stack their cupcakes.
during that week. So, that's not taken away from them because they are dominant and they're doing.
No, they are.
They're doing big things. Congrats. Moving
But I wanna
forward,
But when
Yeah.
you only got to play 2 games all year, really 2 games,
yeah,
it's easy to be dominant.
I mean,
Very
they
easy.
got to play 2 in the postseason. They got to play in a championship game. I mean, it fans out. The system is what it is. Moving forward after next year, we don't have to worry about that no more. They're going to play.
See how the dominance, how the SEC
They may still,
dominance
when you get
stays.
into that postseason form, they may be the GOATs again. I don't know. I mean, more of them are going to be in. Will they fan out? Will the injuries hold up? No more of this crying, I'm getting ready for the draft. You're going to play.
Yes,
Grown
you
man,
are.
you want to play in the grown man league? You're going to play in college football playoffs before you get there.
Yep.
Because there's going to be more money you make. And then they're probably going to make more money too. It's all about money. They're
It
just
is.
doing
It's
it right
all
now.
it's all about.
And what else is, we were talking about this the other day. So I was waiting on CJ Stroud's announcement, whether he was going, pro or not. And they were hinting on it, which I ultimately knew CJ Stroud was going to go pro.
Yeah, of course. They were talking
But
about
they were
staying.
saying there was
Yeah.
a chance he would become the first athlete at a collegiate level that would stay back due to an NIL deal. But ultimately, it would have cost the university somewhere in that ballpark of $15 million, to bring him back for his senior year. And it's just, at some point, it's going to happen, though.
That's what I was saying to.
What was his NIL deal? How much was his NIL?
It was going to cost about
it
$15
was,
million.
they were going to have to put one in place.
Yeah.
That would
Oh,
have
to
had to
keep
pay
him.
him, because when he gets drafted, that's
He's gonna
a
be about $15
guaranteed,
million a year, yeah. Mm-hmm.
signing right there.
Because I think top 10, you're
money.
guaranteed like almost out a year.
Yeah.
Because you got a 4-year with a 5th-year
You get the
option.
sign on.
Yeah, you get a 4-year with a 5th-year option. So your 4 years are guaranteed. and then you get a little bit of a sign-on, but then they could pick up your 50-year option, or they don't. And that's either when you become a free agent or
He
you go-
knows so
you get your
much
bid.
about these contracts. I used to go in his office all the time.
Yeah,
He'd
it's-
be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, guarantee. I'm
Because
like,
back in the day
this dude
when-
knows these contracts,
Yeah,
bro.
because back in the day, remember when dude from Oklahoma got drafted? He played for the Rams for a while. Sam
Darnold.
Sam Bradford.
Bradford. When he came in, they would always hold out, and they gave him that huge contract, which was like so many. I don't know. Back then, it was like $65 million.
Yeah.
Which back then was a lot of money for a quarterback, a rookie coming in, and that's the way it used to be structured. So they'd hold out until they get the big money, and he sucked. So now they're like now
on a
rookies-
pro level, yeah.
Yeah. So now rookies are like the NBA. You're only going to get so much money in the top 10. So if we pick you, we didn't really lose much.
Sure.
Because then you're
Yeah.
looking at the Arizona Cardinals, right? Top
Yep.
10 pick with what's his face, not Murray, but the dude before him, Rosen from
Yeah.
yeah, and they picked
From
him, and then they went and
UCLA.
got Murray, so they just gave up that top 10 pick, like go somewhere else, and he
Yeah.
sucks since then.
Yeah,
But-
they were not to change gears or anything, but going off of that, going from collegiate to that, and while they do that, Derrick Henry had an interview just the other day. I was watching a podcast with him, and he was talking about that. And you're talking about Derrick freaking Henry, dude, like a man amongst men, a beast, a dude that
huge.
just decimates his opponent. They were like, is there really that big of a difference between collegiate and pros? And he was like, and that was his exact response. He just started doing that.
The speed.
He was like, huh. He was like, yeah. He was like, oh, it's a huge difference.
Oh
The
yeah.
speed and
well,
you're
the speed you
getting-
got. If you got
Speed.
dudes that are 400 pounds that can run
And the
after
fours.
you and take you to the ground,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, they can
those
catch you.
Monsters
Those
that
big
can
guys,
catch
yeah,
you.
those big guys are running like 4.9s, 4.7s.
Monsters.
The most maybe 5.
That's their job. Their job. Like everyone's like,
It's
no, their
facts.
job is to play football. No, their job is to stay in that weight room 6 days a week and practice every day so they can crush you.
Yeah.
That's their job.
Yeah, it's
It'll be
huge.
into. I'm excited for that
Huge
moving
gap.
forward.
I
I'm excited for the new playoffs. I'm going to see how it fans
I know
out.
we took one topic right there and branched off so many different
It's okay.
directions, but
I loved that, but I love that, and I liked
me-
how you brought that in there too. Is eventually before we even go on to the NFL, that's gonna happen with the NIL. Someone's gonna stay back.
yeah.
Because that NIL deal with Nike is going to be more than what they're going to make in the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's
It's only
just
a matter of
it's a
time.
no-brainer, And a lot of
It's
these
gonna be
guys aren't going to,
tough,
and a
but
lot of
someone
these
will do it.
kids that are, like we said, are amazing in college are not going to make it at a pro level.
all right, consensus right now. Stetson Bennett, the greatest college
Never.
quarterback of all time.
No.
No, absolutely not. I was actually thinking about that yesterday.
It's like saying A.J. Karen was the best, and didn't he do the back-to-back with Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's just like
Where is he today?
I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, dude, do you think Stetson Bennett will go to the draft, get drafted by somebody, and then get a
He'll be a
shot
backup.
and make it?
Yeah, he'll
No.
be back up.
He will be a backup, but like, is it gonna be that Cinderella story for him where he does something in the NFL? No.
Who knows? Brock Purdy's doing it right now.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
And
We'll
what
get to
did
him in a
what did
second.
Tom Brady say about him? Or what was everyone saying about
Mr.
him?
Irrelevant, man.
That Mr. Irrelevant,
Yeah.
and he's pretty irrelevant right now.
Well, I mean, because the same thing happened with Brady.
Yeah,
Yes,
Brady was
he
a
did. He was a
7th round
backup
draft or 6th.
forever.
Well, I mean, he was just drafted in the 7th round.
What was it?
199th overall.
He was backup of Drew Bledsoe for a while.
Bledsoe, yeah.
So he got hurt.
I
On
mean,
that
you
note,
really
is
don't
Stetson
ever
Bennett
know.
the greatest quarterback at Georgia? Yes.
Yes.
Will he have a statue in Athens? Yes.
Yeah.
He surely
Of all time in college football, absolutely not. Tim Tebow. Still to this
greatest,
day.
the GOAT.
The energy, what he brought, 2 national championships, also should have had 3. But, that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, sure.
Sucked
I just
as an
wanted you
NFL
guys'
quarterback.
thoughts
But
on
another
it, you know?
example of going to at other different level,
Yeah, he
going
couldn't
to
do it
the
either.
gauntlet. Going to the gauntlet, you can't make it. Tebow couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Couldn't pan out. I don't think Bennett has what it takes to pan out either.
We'll see. He'll be like they said, 4th or
Because
5th round draft pick.
Yeah, there's no teams like North Alabama Tech that he's going to be playing in the NFL. The NFL is nothing but amazing teams.
Yeah.
He'll
Even
see
the
the
worst
field,
of the
though.
worst.
He may
will
see the
murder
field.
you.
I'd like to wish him the best of luck,
Yeah.
moving
Yeah. He may
see the
forward
field
in
one
his
day.
professional career.
You think he will?
Backup.
You think he'll
And-
see the turf?
And again, Stetson Bennett returning next season for the 12th year.
said that?
That was
said
for
that?
Power
Oh, that was
108.9.
you.
Power 108.9 said that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He
Again,
can't. He's done.
Again, I'm.
Can he play going for a master's or a
Yeah,
PhD?
he could go red shirt. Yeah, he like let him come back as a like grad school or
graduate
something.
assistant?
Yeah,
They're going to create a new rule that
No, he's going to coach with Kirby.
Allows him to run one drive a game.
No, he's going to be offensive coordinator that can do snaps.
He's gone. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Congrats
Georgia.
again.
Congrats and good luck next year.
Absolutely.
You got one more year of this garbage. Then we get into
So
the
I
real
guess
stuff.
we can introduce it as welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, the home of the Georgia Bulldogs.
The 2021-2022 back-to-back national champion.
Daddy team.
We
But we
sure
don't have
could.
the show in Athens. We have the show
we
here
don't.
in the
We have it
Battery,
here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
which is the home of the Braves.
This is the home of the Braves.
This is the home of the
All right, let's get it
Got
moving.
him back in there,
NFL.
didn't I?
The NFL playoffs started last weekend with Super Bowl wild card weekend. The 49ers beat the Seattle Seahawks 41-23. The Jags came back from 27 down to beat the Chargers 31-30. The Giants beat the Vikings 31-24. The Bills beat the Dolphins 34-31. The Bengals beat the Ravens 24-17. And the Cowboys beat the Bucks 31-14. The divisional round of the playoffs kicked off yesterday. The Chiefs beat the Jags 27-20. And last night in prime time, the Eagles destroyed the New York Football Giants 38-7. The Bills play the Bengals today at 3. And the 49ers play the Cowgirls today at 6 p.m. What are your guys' thoughts on the NFL playoffs so far this year?
I think it's cool, man. Honestly, I was riding with the Jags just because of the way the way that they had been playing the last like 5 weeks, man. It's been cool to watch them.
Suck.
I mean that's
Sorry.
to each his own. I mean, like I said, I just
They got
I'm
lucky.
I'm just going off of
No, you're okay. I'm just
off
saying.
of what I
Trevor
what I
Lawrence eating
watched.
Waffle House after his victory against the Chargers.
I saw that.
Should have got blown out.
Saw that.
Yeah, go ahead. Justin.
I was really, really surprised to see the Giants beat the Vikings. That blew my mind.
I called that, remember?
Like,
I
you
called
did
it,
call
dude.
that?
Yeah.
This dude went 4-0
4-0 that weekend.
last
Wow.
weekend.
I got the
I
text, dude. I really went.
I
I picked the
did
Giants.
not-
over the
I
Vikings.
did
Vikings
not
stink,
see
dude.
that.
Kirk Cousins sucks. He's just not a
Then
good.
the
playoff
Bills
quarterback.
and the Dolphins. I could have seen that going so different.
Oh, dude,
I
the Bills,
I know,
the
they
Dolphins
had
were in
big
that
play
game.
Dude, I saw that going in my mind after the third quarter. I saw that going so different, dude. I know you guys watched it too, but I was just like, they're about to freaking beat the Dolphins.
With a
They're
third-string
about to beat
quarterback.
the Bills.
Yeah. With a
Yes,
third-string quarterback too,
yes. That's
yeah.
why I was like, dude, they're going. And then my mind was like, if Tua was healthy, they
would've
would
been a
have
good game.
destroyed the Dolphins or
It
the
would've been a
Bills.
good game.
Tua's
then,
got a noodle for a brain, though, man.
Then the other,
He's
yes,
just
he
weak.
does.
For
Poor
an
guy,
NFL, he's
dude.
weak.
Poor
out.
guy. And then I was messaging DR too, and we were talking about the Cowboy, like the kicker missing all 3 of those. Like,
Oh, no, it was 4.
Yeah, 4.
Kicker missed 4
All
extra
of them after.
points.
But I was like, dude, the crazy thing is anytime Brady sneaks in, it's never over. No one can breathe until he's been eliminated.
Yeah, he's-
now
he's-
everyone can breathe because with
Dude,
Brady hanging around,
They look
anything
like,
can happen.
They look like shit.
Of course, they
Tampa
did.
Bay?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
And I knew that was going to happen because, and I hate the Cowboys. Like, I can't stand them. But I knew they weren't going to, I knew the Cowboys were going to win that game because they look like shit all year long. I just
they
knew
did.
someone was going to tattoo that ass in the postseason. Whoever got him was going to
but
smoke them.
What I was getting at though is anytime Brady's hanging
Yeah,
around,
it's-
you can never
he's
can
dumb.
never breathe and think you're going to coast on through because Brady will do
Hell
something.
no.
And
After
right
this
now,
year, he's
I'm
done.
thinking the 49ers are going to be the Super Bowl champs when
Okay,
it's
you just
all
picked
said and
them.
done.
I've still got them stick with what I called in the
Well,
beginning. of the
what
year.
was yours?
Eagles, the beginning
Eagles?
of the year.
Okay.
This was in the beginning of the year. Still sticking with them.
Good deal. I think it's going to be the Bills and the Niners in the Super Bowl, East versus West.
I think the Chiefs
Good
go
old
down.
class. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the Bills are ready for
God, they're
that. Because
just
if they play each other, it's here in
amazing,
Atlanta.
man. Yeah.
That championship game's here in Atlanta.
Yeah, they
Get your tickets, baby.
They sold 50,000 tickets in like 2 minutes for that game.
But the Chiefs?
the Chiefs
Yeah.
the Chiefs Bills game before these games were even played.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling somebody. I was like, golly, man, if that doesn't give the Bengals motivation to just come out
And
Joe
dominate.
Cool, man. I don't think they get through
He-
today, though.
You don't think he can get past it today?
No.
I hope they do, man, but
Listen, I grew up in an era with, well, we all did, with, boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
90 Bills, 4 in
Yeah.
a row. The only team to ever go to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And it just couldn't beat the Cowboys twice.
yeah,
the
same.
Giants have missed field goal. And then the other one was the, Cowboys twice?
The Cowboys were dominant in the
Who
90s.
was the other
dude.
team? Was it the Steelers? No.
Niners.
Yeah, it was the Niners that
Niners.
blew them out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're going to do it with Josh Allen. I just don't know if this year
When?
is the year, but they will. So we'll see. Right? Because I don't know, man. They look good, but they're shaky a little bit. Like the Eagles all year long was dominant, no matter what. They had that little skit because Hurts got hurt, but they looked good last night. They were not, and if they're going. You got to come to Philly.
They blew the
Oh,
damn
the doors off the
Giants
Giants. Quick,
out, man.
quick and easy.
Made
That
them
was-
look like hoes, dude.
Dude,
Made
they
them look like
did.
straight little hoes. Made them look like TCU.
That's exactly what it was like. That game was just out of hand, quick.
A renewed rival today, Niners Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is.
When we were growing
that
up.
was the '90s.
That was. It still is. It is still a rival.
Before the Titans moved to Tennessee, I was a Niners fan. You know, that's who I enjoyed watching.
I just like seeing. I like seeing McCaffrey stay healthy and just in his zone, playing for a team that has a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Yeah, he's
nobody
nasty.
that puts it on the line every single game than that kid.
I could have swore to God he was going to get hurt. Like
Oh, everybody, dude! I thought he
Shanahan,
was too.
all the
Shanahan,
running
that's
backs
all
go
he
down.
does.
Oh,
That's all,
yeah.
dude. He
Every single one of
grinds
the
that
running backs go
boy.
down.
He works that boy. That is a work. You know what he reminds me of watching him play right now? Emmett Smith in the '90s with the Cowboys,
They're doing this without
feeding him,
Debo
feeding
too.
him, feeding him, feeding him, feeding him.
What did you think about yesterday's games?
Yesterday's games,
Yeah.
I was really freaking impressed with the Chiefs.
Come back.
with Mahomes having that injury like that. That injury, that just shows you right there, man. That dude's a freak, man. Because when a linebacker like that big, falls on your leg, and they had to tell him, listen, if you don't go to the locker room and get evaluated, you're not playing the rest of the game. So that's why he went
Limp back, yeah.
to the locker room, because they told him you ain't going back in the game. But before they told him that, he did. He limped back into the game.
That's how people that are
And the reason
don't give up.
The reason I immediately go to the Chiefs game is because in years past, especially like when they played us, a couple years ago, they would come from behind. They would be down touchdowns, 17 points, whatever, and just come from behind and win the game. They would eventually win the game. This year, dude, they're grinding it out.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
literally grinding it out. And they're doing it without people like Tyreek Hill.
yes,
So Mahomes is
like
just
real
finding-
knuckle football.
Correct, and that is the difference when it comes down to
Having to
games
run
that
the ball.
matter. Yes.
Having to run the ball these last 5 and 6 games, it's been
Yes.
tough.
And yesterday, that boy, Pacheco?
Yeah,
That's how you
he's
said his
nasty.
name. Dude, he's like, here
Rutgers.
I am.
Yeah, he's,
Here I am.
he's
Exactly.
nasty.
Here I am.
Oh, not just like yesterday, dude. That kid's been the last 6
From Rutgers the whole
That's-
season.
That's what you got to
So
do.
if the Bills do what the Bills are supposed to do and win today, which I hope they don't, I hope the Bengals win that game.
Why are you riding on the Bengals?
Because
Because I wanna
he
see
said all
Joe
those ticket
Burrow,
sales. Well, he
man.
wants to see all those
You
people
what?
lose their money on those ticket sales.
I
oh,
want to
because
see.
Burrow and Ohio State. All right, that's a
Well,
connection.
just Joe Burrow's a humble ass dude. You know what I
He
mean?
is. Joe
Burrow played for
Joe
LSU.
Burrow come from dirt.
Played for Ohio State first before he transferred to LSU.
But I just want them to see, when people start doing that, buying up all the tickets, blah, 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 throw a wrench in their plan.
Like
dude.
basically saying he ain't shit. He ain't gonna make it.
The Bengals ain't going to make it. I hope they make it. I hope they make it.
mean,
man. I hope he makes them pay for it.
Joe Burrow's been playing good this year.
But ultimately, I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Niners.
Because there's like no advantage there because the Cincinnati Bengals are used to playing in cold weather. So it's not like they're going to Buffalo. They haven't seen this before.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
See, we
the
all
only
agree the
advantage-
Niners are going to be there then.
No.
Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
right
that's
with
with
the Eagles.
Eagles smoke them.
No,
The Eagles are
I'm going to show you
No
that.
way.
They got 70 sacks this year in the regular season, by far the most in the NFL.
They're-
than any other team. That defense is going after Purdy, going to take him out.
Oh, I understand that.
The third string's
but
gonna come and play.
If you've watched them the
Yeah.
last 4 or 5 games, they haven't been that elite defense that they have been.
Yes, they have.
Dude,
They
ever
were
since
1 and
play-
2.
They
The
had-
game
when
before
Hurts-
they played the Bears. The game before they played the Bears, I forget who it was. They gave up 4 touchdowns. The Bears put up 4 or 5 touchdowns on them. And then ever since, and I think last night was
Hurts was out, though.
Hurts was out.
I understand that. But
How many
I'm saying
points
you're
they
talking about
scored?
the defense, but the defense is the ones giving up
Oh,
the
yeah,
points.
yeah,
is
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, of course
That's
they
what you're
are,
saying.
but who cares about the points if you're taking a quarterback out and you
I
have
know,
70
yeah.
sacks?
Okay, I agree.
70 sacks isn't the same as total
You're
points
right.
scored.
You're right.
They had
That means they have speed and are coming after a quarterback. It's going to disrupt your system the
they
whole
had
time.
5 sacks last night.
Yeah. So I'm saying that defense is nasty. That defense
They are nasty. They are.
They doubled the Cowboys up. It's not Cowboys. They doubled the
The dude, the Giants wide receiver,
Giants.
Saquon
Giants,
Barkley
I
too.
don't know.
Giants.
They doubled them up on first downs
Yeah.
in that game.
Yeah,
So,
we'll see. It'll be a good game if the Niners get through today.
yeah.
You know, the Cowboys could beat them too.
Oh, they could.
They got a
just think
third-string
Dak-
quarterback, man.
I don't see that.
I think Dak is
Me
going to collapse
personally.
in that game.
Until this dude does it, I don't trust a third string quarterback in
I
NFL
hear you.
postseason.
Oh,
I
you
hear
mean
you.
Purdy?
It's the last
gotta
time a
do
rookie
it.
went to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Never.
You got to do it. Never.
In NFL has a rookie quarterback went to the Super Bowl.
Bart Starr, dude.
So who's
55.
this year?
No,
Who's
not
this
Bart
year?
Starr. No,
My
what's
bad.
his name? I thought they were.
No, look it up. Not one quarterback's been as rookie ever in the NFL history.
Yeah,
Period.
Burrow went his second year.
Because he had ACL tears first.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you,
You're
never.
right, dude.
Pat Mahomes never. He won it in his second year,
Second year.
not his rookie
There's
year. So
never
that's-
been a rookie in
never.
the Super Bowl
that
ever?
led his team to the Super Bowl. Tom
That
Brady
led
has
his
been-
team.
Yeah, Tom Brady when came in during the postseason, that wasn't his rookie year.
No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Look it up. I'm telling you. So
I think
who's-
you're right,
Brock
dude.
Purdy's going to do it this year, maybe, but that's why I don't trust him. Third string right now. Not when it starts getting deeper into the postseason like today and next
Eagles
week.
are so good. They are.
They look good. Let's see what they can do. And I know everybody back home's happy. They're going at each other right now, Giants and Eagle fans.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, Giants had a good season. They haven't been to postseason in 8 years. The Giants, so they're back. You know, got a good head coach. They got
Danny Dimes ain't the answer, though.
He's
man.
not, but you got like a Derek Carr out there next year. You never know what.
No,
other
he's
people are gonna
absolutely
do.
right. Not once.
Yeah.
Not
Not
once.
one time in NFL history.
Man, when he says something like that with such authority,
Yeah,
I believe him.
I believe him too.
You know what I mean?
No, I believe him, but I was just it's hard to wrap your head around that.
Because then it gets easier picking
With all the good
games because
rookies.
statistics don't lie. If I lose that, I mean, come on, man. Vegas lost a lot of money too, right? Like, who's going to go to the Super Bowl? Niners
Yeah.
ain't. Statistics tell me they're not going.
They're not going.
The Eagles are
Okay.
going to stomp them out.
Yeah.
And, you know, Vegas is going to tell you the same thing when it comes to this game.
The
Come on.
Niners are going, dude.
Niners going? We'll see.
You got the Eagles. I got the Niners.
Okay.
You got the Bills.
Going on the AFC, yeah.
I got the Chiefs.
You want the Chiefs? Because I really like the Chiefs, but I'll go with the Bills.
Oh no, it's gonna be Niners and the Bills in
This
the
is
Super Bowl.
this is tough to call.
It
Yeah,
is
'cause
tough
it's
to
good.
call. Those
This is
are
what's
all
great,
elite.
right?
That's what's good about
They play
NFL.
the win the game. We're not sitting in here right now telling you who's going to be playing in these games.
Exactly.
We're going to tell you who's winning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
versus McFadden in the Super Bowl.
They leave it all out on the field.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
I'm
That'd
calling
be
a
good.
penalty on his ass every play.
Every play.
McFadden
Every
will back
play.
you down and jump
Flags,
shoot your
flag.
ass.
Uh-oh, here he goes. Bills 28, Niners 3 in the fourth quarter.
Dude, that's
28 to
badass.
3, fourth quarter.
What are you in there
You
doing?
know what he's doing? 28
Madden
to 3.
simulation game in
No,
there?
he's saying
No,
he's
that's
saying the 49ers are going to come back and win, dude. Remember the
the
Falcons,
Falcons,
Patriots?
Oh, God.
That's what he's doing, the 28 to 3.
No, they're
28
not.
to 3.
No, they're not.
He said,
Not
yeah,
what Kyle
he said
said.
the 49ers are
You ain't
coming
lying
back.
about
Oh
that.
yeah, because
He blew his
He
last-
was in Atlanta when
He
that
blew his
happened.
last Super Bowl, too, with the Niners when they
Oh,
were
my
in it.
Goodness.
Remember, he had a lead in that one.
Yeah,
and
but he
blew
didn't
it.
have old CMC in the backfield.
Now he had Kaepernick.
He did have
No,
old
he
Cap.
didn't, dude.
Yeah,
Kyle
he did.
Shanahan didn't. That was
Oh
Harbaugh.
no.
Like
I'm saying
Kyle
whenever San Fran was there.
No, they were just there a couple years ago with Kyle, and he blew it. Remember, they had the lead on they were in the Super Bowl. They had the lead on somebody, and they lost it. Who the hell were they playing? Come on, guys, help me! It was the Bucks. No, not the
No.
Bucks. They beat the Rams.
No.
It was the year before that.
Sanford, no, they made it. They made it. They didn't
Look at
make
San
it to
Francisco
Super Bowl.
last
They
time
made
in the
it-
Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they,
was just a couple
it
years ago.
was. It was.
was it recently?
Kansas City. You're right.
It was
I
Kansas
think
City.
So. Yes, it was Kansas City. They had
That
the
was
lead and blew it.
when Kansas City actually won it.
Yes,
Because Kansas City, Mahomes only has one.
yeah, only has one.
He got
been
beat.
to two.
Yeah, he
'Cause
got
beat
beat.
by Tom Brady.
Yep.
That was when Tom Brady. But Kyle Shanahan blew that game too. He had a big lead.
Damn, he's been blowing shit since the 80s.
No, it doesn't. I said the last time that they were in there was in '95. Oh, they were the champions.
Look, I'm
Never mind.
sick of y'all over there, dude.
Listen, on some side notes, what time is it? I'm just checking time. We got a little bit of time. So you're going with who? Win it all. Who's
To
winning?
win it all?
Yes.
You know who?
I'm going AFC, man.
So you're going to AF. That's not a team, dude.
Well, I already said who was going to be there. My bad.
So the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes
Yes.
got number 2.
Really?
Mahomes is MVP this year anyway. Go ahead, Jesse. Who you got?
49ers, CMC, Brock Purdy.
All right, dude. You know Brock Purdy ain't doing shit.
They're going to get co-MVPs?
No, you're talking about MVP. Going to be a CMC.
Okay.
Listen, the Birds. I'm going to stick with them.
The Dirty Birds.
The Dirty.
They're
no,
not
the
even
Dirty
in it,
Birds.
dude.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Those are the real birds, man.
The Eagles.
Until you get a Super Bowl, you can't be the Birds.
Hey, you saw on social media hey, you saw on social media whenever the Chargers lost that game against the Jaguars, they transformed the Chargers logo into the Falcons logo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike, did you see that on social
You see
media?
that?
Where that Chargers logo, they changed it into the Falcons logo and they blew. That's some bullshit,
Oh,
right?
man.
That's what I say, man. They're trying to knock on the
That's
Falcons.
what I say, man.
Trash.
Listen, don't knock on the Falcons like that.
Look, I think Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, and Kittle too. They got Kittle too, and Debo will be back.
I think Dale Earnhardt
Debo's been back.
actually
He
led
was
his
back
team.
last
but I'm
game.
gonna say he's gonna be back in full force.
Sorry, Yate. What were we gonna say?
Nah, nothing. It's over.
He had a touchdown last game.
It was a
in the
lie
postseason,
anyway.
Jesse.
Yes,
Debo's
sir.
been back.
Yes, sir. But he hasn't.
It was a
been
lie,
Full, he hasn't
dude.
been at full capacity.
How much did he have in the last postseason? He went off, Debo. He never-
Debo?
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, he had like 140 rushing.
And a couple touchdowns last postseason game, dude. He went nuts.
Debo
last
ain't no
game.
punk, man.
Last game.
Debo's a punk. No, he's not. He's,
Listen,
he's an animal.
Let's do some side notes to get out of here, right?
I don't even want to hear you.
Some side sliding.
Ready?
Let's
Pitchers
go.
and catchers report to spring training in about a month. Opening day is scheduled for March 30th.
Yeah, the Braves just lost Duvall, so
Listen, in college basketball, Kentucky starts the season 13-6. They beat Texas A&M yesterday,
Thank you.
76-67. They also got number 5 Tennessee. Last weekend they beat them, right?
we got Kansas
so
coming up.
but you're going up. You're going up. You're going
We're
up.
not
You're going
going
up.
anywhere with this team.
I don't think so
They're
either.
trash.
Get your
Are they
shit
trash?
together.
Yeah.
NBA side notes. The NBA season obviously is on their way. The Atlanta Hawks are 24-23 on the season. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Los Angeles Lakers are now 21-25 to start the season. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. LeBron James is 261 points away from breaking Kareem's all-time scoring record, which he is projected to do by the end of February
He
by his
will.
average. Those are my side notes. I love you guys. The next time we will be on is Super Bowl Sunday, the day before the great one's
Listen.
43rd birthday. Yes,
Listen.
Daniel.
Shannon Sharp.
Oh, did you see that one in the Lakers game?
Needs to
He's about
sit
to
his
whoop
ass
on.
down.
Listen, don't be fucking with Shannon Sharp. He'll whoop on everybody.
He was about to get jumped, dude.
By who? No
By
one wants that
all of
smoke.
them.
You
Nobody
see how
wants
big
that
he is?
smoke, dude.
The Hall of Fame tight end.
Dude, he's like 60, man. You punch
It
him
don't
one
matter.
time
No,
and his form's
dude,
going to
that
shatter,
dude knows how to take a hit, bro.
Shannon Sharp even took the Twitter after and was talking shit on everybody.
Oh, yeah, he told him they didn't want the
They
smoke.
didn't want this smoke.
He said Ja didn't want the smoke.
Yeah,
He
his
said
dad didn't want the smoke.
Definitely didn't
want
it.
the smoke, and then they dapped it up after the game. Him and Ja's dad. At the end of the game, they were
Sharp's
hugging it
a
out.
big dude,
Dude, he
man.
ain't playing around. He's on TV. Don't be messing with Shannon Sharp,
He's a
man.
big dude.
Listen, we got
So Kansas City was down 20-10.
There it is.
Third quarter.
and the Niners.
of
Yeah,
the San Francisco for the, in the Super Bowl, and Kansas City came back and scored 21
unanswered points.
Dang.
That was Shanahan's last Super Bowl with the Niners.
Dang.
So he blew another one.
Our statistician just came in and gave us the
Thank you,
actual.
Mike.
That's
I
our
can't-
backup. That's our backup statistician.
I can't remember everything, so I do apologize. Thank you, Mike.
My pleasure. My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Niners ain't doing nothing. Take us out, Rollins.
Hey, we really, really appreciate you guys tuning
time.
in, like you always do when you come in on the second and fourth Sunday of every month. We will see you not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that.
Super Bowl
for
Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Oh yeah, because we
3
got a
Sundays.
lot.
Three
Yeah, we got a
Sundays,
lot.
man.
3 Sundays. Hey, just know when it's Super Bowl Sunday to tune in at 10 a.m. to see us.
Congratulations, you ate the great with 8.
Yes.
Deuces.
You ate the great with 8.